Hi everyone. So I've set up my class Twitter account earlier this week, and I picked the same name as my Facebook page, CBF Community. I know it's not the most clever name of them all, but just for I don't know, copyright and all that type of stuff issues, I didn't want to actually say Chesapeake Bay Foundation. So I wanted to make sure that it was known, like, hey, this is definitely a classwork type account. Alright, moving on. So, Twitter versus blogs and Facebook. In my opinion, blogging is the original content platform. I obviously get my sources and ideas from other places, and I link to those sources, but ultimately those are my words, thoughts, and opinions hashed out in a 300 or so word post. And Facebook is also a good place to promote the blog, and it also is a nice place to start other potential conversations by adding other elements like YouTube videos or photos or something like that. Twitter, however, is different because we must be concise. And although linking to articles or videos and the like is possible with Facebook, Twitter, since it isn't as visual as a blog or a Facebook, is best used for not only linking to your own content, but to other related sources. It's a good sharing mechanism. Also, the use of hashtags search function allows you to join in a larger conversation with a whole new network of people. So I could be promoting my blog to all people who are interested in the Chesapeake Bay by using certain hashtags, whereas with Facebook, I think that's only that can only go so far. It's not just the people who are following me and who are liking me, it's everyone who's using that hashtag, that search function. Which brings us to our next thing, are the hashtags. Some of the ones I bookmarked were environment, stormwater, ENV, so law, so environmental law, Chesapeake Bay, and Chess Bay. Now the environment, stormwater, and ENV law are a little more general, but I do see some Maryland and Chesapeake Bay related things. And also the Save the Bay, which I did not put on my PowerPoint, seems to be the most used. However, it's not only used for the Chesapeake Bay, since there are many other bays around the world, not even just in the country, besides this one. And also, for example, I saw some posts you can see here from a bay in Newport, Rhode Island. And the one that spells out Chesapeake Bay in its entirety, that kind of encompasses any mention of Chesapeake Bay from what I noticed. For the most part, people are sharing, their Instagram pictures, and, they're documenting their trip to the area. And then Chess Bay, CHES Bay, that one I've seen mostly used by the environmental groups like the Chesapeake Bay Foundation and Program, and the Be More Green, the Baltimore Green section of the Baltimore Sun, and that type of thing. So that's the stuff. And the reason why I chose those is because they seem to target the topic, obviously. I also did a search function for Chesapeake Bay restoration without using the hashtag, so it was just out in spaces in between the words and everything, and that didn't bring out a huge turnout, but it did have it wasn't too bad. I did find a list that sparked my interest. It was called the Chesapeake Bay Organizations. I subscribed to that because it's a public list by the Chesapeake Network. I chose it because it includes accounts and organizations that I would not have normally thought of. See this Keep Virginia Beautiful, Richmond Outside, Friends Indian River. These are things that are linked to the Chesapeake Bay, whether they're through its restoration efforts or regulations and that type of thing. And I just wouldn't have thought of, even though I know Virginia is part of it, I wouldn't have thought to let me go look at Virginia maybe. So this list kind of broadens that, which is cool. Some of the people who I'm following mostly are Maryland environmental people, which is where the list comes in handy because it broadens that scope. This Pamela Wood, she's a journalist. She came up in my Chess Bay search the other day, so I figured she would be a good source to follow as well. And to my surprise, I actually got a few followers. Now, I haven't actually put too much effort into promoting this to my friends like I did with my Facebook page, which I guess I should have. And I'll try again to see if anyone will catch on. But I don't know as many people who would be interested in following my Twitter and my Facebook account as opposed to just the Facebook page. But anyway, I was pretty excited that I had got a few followers, not including myself. There's actually now 5 total. So there's 4 other accounts plus my personal account, so we can ignore that one. But I was pretty excited. Here are some of my tweets. I did what was suggested, and I did a couple promo tweets for a blog post, and then I did do some blog post related tweets. So I would say, oh hey, look at my my post here, and then I picked a related tip from a different source and then linked to my blog post. And then later I went back, well, not much later, it was only a minute later, I went back and linked to the source itself, and I kind of been trying to play with that a little bit. And then and the reason why I've been posting some of these, of course with the blog post and the green and the check your soil, because the soil's health helps the bay's health, and indirectly or directly. And but some other things, like down here you'll see the Chesapeake Bay Program Director Nick DePasquale reports tangible progress for 2012 restoration efforts. That's showing that the bay is getting better and people are really working towards a healthier bay. And then up here, Governor Martin O'Malley called Marylanders to connect with and learn about nature during his proclaimed Environmental Education Month for the month of April. And these are just interesting tidbits for other people to look at, just because these are things that they're interested in. So part of my social media strategy is to bring in this type of information so as to share it with everyone and get them excited about this topic. Now, my link metrics are a little sad. The only click that I have gotten so far this week is the Lowe's one, so it wasn't even to my blog, and surprisingly it wasn't to any of the other links that I posted. But I also don't have that much of a reach yet. I haven't been tweeting quite as much as I wish I had time to do. So this one isn't too exciting, but like I said, I did get 4 followers without even really trying, so they just all of a sudden, I guess I made some tweets, and then next thing I know, after I followed them, they followed me back, and it was kind of cool. So hopefully as the weekend rounds out this module, I'll have some more to show for. But, you know, in conclusion, I think Twitter is a good tool for some witty or intriguing quips that get people to click on whatever you're sharing with them. In all cases, you know, such as Twitter, blog, and Facebook, we need to somehow promote our social media presence so people actually go to these sites. But with Twitter, using hashtags and such you can reach so many more people that are interested in your topic or product rather than just those who follow you. Granted, you know, I'm fully aware that a lot of people just write hashtag cool kids, all one word, or something like that, and never decide to click and see what other people are saying about being a cool kid, and that type of, you know, general idea. I know I'm guilty of that myself, but I know I like to see what others are saying. Sometimes when maybe the Eagles or the Ravens are playing or something like that, like the Phillies, since baseball season is now. And I know a few of my friends participate in hashtag RunChat and hashtag RunNerd, search conversations. But one thing that does annoy me about that function is that it has the top and the all results for those searches. So I think I kind of understand the need or want for this to kind of filter it out so you're not getting bombarded by the all option. But the top, in my opinion, doesn't seem to update as readily as all. And I think that kind of depends on the topic too, but that's just like one little thing with Twitter that annoys me. But for the most part, it does do a great job of reaching so many people, so you can really have a chance to spread your brand that much further. So, you know, other than that small setback, I think it's pretty effective. Twitter was something a lot of people used to tell me would be a passing fad, but it still clearly holds strong and gets the job done. And I think it's effective because of the reach potential. Between the search/hashtag function, retweets, and promoted tweets, Twitter is a great way to make your mark in your niche. And that's what I have for you guys, and I hope you enjoyed. Thanks.